don't know, man. What will I even say? She looks busy. I'll talk to the next girl. I could do it if I really wanted to. I just don't want to right now. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Stop being a pussy. Okay. I'm going in. Fuck. Hi.
Hi.
I noticed you over here. Over there, I noticed you here, and I just wanted to say hi.
Okay.
You come here often?
Look, you seem like a nice guy, but I'm pretty busy right now. I'm helping my husband shoot a video on the 3 biggest insecurities every man has and how to conquer them.
This might seem weird, but for most of my adult life, I didn't really feel like a man. I would see other men around me who seemed like real men, but I still felt stuck somewhere in between boy and man. About 10 years ago, I started on a journey to discover why, and in this process, completely transform myself physically, mentally, and sexually. All because I discovered something fundamental to all men, something that is deeply rooted in all of us that holds us back from really stepping into our manhood unless we conquer it.
There are 3 main insecurities or rites of passage that all men face. After personally training and coaching hundreds of men, I've discovered that unless a man faces each one of these demons and conquers them completely, he will never truly feel like a real man. Let's go on a journey to explore these insecurities in detail, and I'll show you the key to conquering each one. I have to warn you though, the path will not be easy. Have you ever watched a war movie like Braveheart or Saving Private Ryan? Have you ever wondered to yourself if you'd actually be able to go into battle or if you'd chicken out and run away? Don't worry, most men have. Whenever I would watch movies like that, I would wonder if I were alive during those times, would I actually have the guts to brandish my sword on the battlefield and face death and violence? Don't feel alone if you'd wondered the same thing. You should. There's a reason why you and I ask ourselves questions like these. It's because we know deep down that a real man does not let the fear of violence control him and will step into the ring when necessary. In the modern lives we live, we are far too sheltered. We don't have to face our own mortality because it's so easy for us. It's not a battle of survival. We're not trained to be warriors like our ancestors were. In fact, today, we are keyboard warriors who only see battle in Fortnite. We run our mouths saying things without consequences on the internet. We never face violence, and we aren't prepared to handle it, so we fear it. Most of us have never even been punched in the face.
I used to be afraid of conflict. I wasn't sure whether or not I'd run away from confrontation if the situation presented itself, until I started doing Muay Thai.
A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has that under voluntary control.
Even though Muay Thai is simulated violence, I got punched in the face and kicked enough to overcome my fear of actually being hit. And more importantly, I know that I could hold my own if I came down to it. Every man should learn how to fight. Train MMA, boxing, kickboxing, or any form of combat where you can actually get into the ring and really spar with another man who is trying to hurt you. Once you know you can fight, you'll walk around much more confidently, and it will show. Just watch how UFC fighters walk into a room. You can tell they're not afraid of violence or confrontation just by the way that they carry themselves. As an added bonus, being in combat situations, real or simulated, increases your testosterone levels naturally. I don't know about you, but when I used to work in the corporate world, I often would feel like they were just giving me a paycheck. Yes, I know I technically earned it, I know I worked for it, but I still couldn't shake this feeling that it felt a lot like a handout. I would always wonder if I could actually make it on my own if I didn't have someone else to give me a job. Could I make my own money? Could I build my own business? Or did I just have to rely on other men who did and work for them to make them richer? Most men today are not truly self-made. The reason is simple. We don't have to be. At least in America, there's no chance you'll starve. We have plenty of welfare and stimulus checks to make sure even poor people have iPhones. The current education system has brainwashed us into being good workers. It has taught us we are not the self-made man, we work for him. Get good grades, get into a good college, get a 9-to-5 job, pay your taxes, put money into your 401k, and maybe someday you can retire. I know the system well because I was brainwashed into it until I broke free.